The difference between Yahweh and Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh. The terms Yahweh and Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh represent two distinct names or titles for the deity, each carrying unique meanings, implications, and usage. To understand the difference between these two expressions, it is important to delve into their linguistic, grammatical, and theological significance. 1. Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh. I will be who I will be. The phrase Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh, Asher Ehyeh, appears in Exodus 3 verse 14, where the deity responds to Moses' question about his name. The term Ehyeh comes from the Hebrew verb hāyāh, meaning to be or to become, and is in the first and singular, future tense. Thus, Ehyeh translates as I will be or I will become. The phrase Asher Asher is a relative pronoun meaning who or which, and can refer to both singular and plural entities, masculine or feminine. Together, Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh can be understood as I will be who I will be. This expression, spoken by the deity, reveals a dynamic, evolving aspect of his nature. It emphasizes that the deity's being is not static, but active, becoming, and unfolding. The phrase does not mean I am, or I am that I am, as it is traditionally rendered in many English translations. The deity does not present himself as existing in a present, static state, but as one who is eternally becoming, actively engaging with time and creation. The importance of the first-person singular, I will be, cannot be overstated. The deity, in his own words, speaks of his identity as something he will manifest, not something he is, but something he will reveal and make known in the future. The phrase expresses both mystery and promise. The deity will be, but he will be in ways that transcend human understanding, evolving and unfolding across time and space. 2. Yahweh, he will be. In contrast, Yahweh, Yua, often pronounced as Yahweh in English, is a name for the deity that appears frequently throughout the Hebrew scriptures. It is derived from the same root, hāyāh, but it is in the third-person singular form, meaning he will be. This name is used by others to refer to the deity, particularly by Moses, the prophets, and the people of Israel. Unlike Ahayah, which the deity uses for himself, Yahweh is the name given to the deity by others to acknowledge his future actions and presence. The use of the third person, he will be, reflects how the people of Israel speak about the deity in their worship, prayers, and rituals. They acknowledge that the deity is not just a distant static force, but one who will act and manifest himself in the future, in accordance with his promises and purposes. Yahweh represents the personal and covenantal name of the deity as understood by his people, who recognize him as the one who will be their protector, deliverer, and savior. 3. The key difference: first person versus third person. The most significant distinction between Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh and Yahweh is the difference between the first person singular and the third person singular. In Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh, the deity speaks directly and personally, using the first person singular, I will be. This is a declaration of the deity's self-existence and unfolding nature. He is not merely asserting that he is, but that he will be, that he is continually revealing himself in new and powerful ways. In contrast, Yahweh is used by others to refer to the deity, speaking of him in the third person. This name reflects the people's acknowledgement of the deity's power, authority, and future actions on their behalf. It is a name given to the deity, used by his followers to refer to him in their worship and praise. 4. Theological implications. The theological implications of these differences are profound. When the deity refers to himself as Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh, he is communicating his dynamic, ever-present becoming. He is not simply I am, but rather I will be, emphasizing the ongoing unfolding of his purposes and nature. This expression underscores that the deity is not bound by static definitions or confined to a singular moment in time. He is continually in motion, actively engaging with creation. On the other hand, Yahweh signifies the deity as understood by his people. It is a name given to him by others, reflecting their recognition of his sovereignty and his covenantal relationship with them. This name is used in a more formal communal context, as the people speak about the deity's actions and promises. 5. Conclusion. In summary, the difference between Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh and Yahweh lies in their grammatical form and usage. Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh is the deity's first-person singular declaration of his future unfolding nature, while Yahweh is the third-person name used by others to refer to the deity. The phrase, I will be who I will be, does not mean I am, and it emphasizes a dynamic, active, and ever unfolding deity, while Yahweh speaks of the deity as understood by his people, acknowledging his future actions and sovereign presence.